Let me tell you a story about a king with a special crown. But before that, let's talk about coronaviruses. They are a group of related viruses that cause diseases in mammals and birds. A 2013 report in the journal Biology finds a common ancestor may have existed about 10,000 years ago. Interestingly, 7 members of this family have developed taste for human blood. 4 of them have been very annoying. Excuse me. They've been behind 1/3 of common colds or respiratory diseases in the world.
I am Dr. Mohammed Mutochilu. I'm a senior lecturer here in the Department of Clinical Microbiology. I'm a molecular virologist and immunologist. 229E, OC43, and the rest cause milder infections like milder respiratory, cold-like, flu-like, and then they go away.
In 2003, another relative, SARS-CoV, decided to sweep through the human population. And according to the WHO, of the 8,000 people who bumped into him, 774 were slain.
The first pandemic was caused by SARS-CoV, again originating in China in 2003. Infected, or when pandemic, because 27 countries got the infection.
As if that was not enough, the journal Protein and Cell discovered in 2012 another relative coming from the Middle East. His name was MERS. He was also ruthless.
Started in the Middle East, Saudi Arabia, specifically Jeddah. So also when pandemic.
And according to the WHO, got killed.
So it also died off.
Since that time, humans have had some respite. They've been making merry. After all, a small percentage of the world's population was killed. Time passed. A crown prince was under tutelage. A wicked sibling of SARS-CoV, so identical. It's been called SARS-CoV-2.
It tells from the history I have put across, it tells you that coronaviruses have caused pandemics.
He was told how his siblings were defeated, therefore has mused on ways to be invincible.
But COVID-19, for some reason, has been much more deadly.
Forgive me, I forgot to tell you about the origin of the word corona. Corona is a Latin word, which means a crown. Now, members of this family have these spikes of protein, which is thought to resemble a crown. Has it? Has it?
So it looks like this. You have a spike. At the end, there's a knob we call spike protein or glycoprotein. Underneath, so it is inserted in a lipid membrane layer. We normally refer to envelope protein. And underneath the envelope protein is another structure we call an M protein. This looks like this. It gives it the spherical shape, the M protein. Beneath the M protein, as you have seen represented here with this mirror, is what we call the nucleoprotein, the nucleocapsid protein. And under it, it houses or it encases the genome. So all of them have similar structure.
Remember I told you all coronaviruses have crowns. And these crowns are proteins. And as you already know, proteins are made up of amino acids. But this coronavirus, SARS-CoV-2, has been bestowed with a special crown. By who? Perhaps nature. Perhaps nature.
But for COVID-19, something happened The glycoprotein structure here is made up of the two subunits, subunit 1 and subunit 2. There has been mutations in subunit 1. 5 residues or 5 amino acid residues were mutated. In the other viruses, I'll call them classic SARS, that is MERS-CoV, SARS-CoV, and the minor ones, they don't have those mutations.
Well, you've been told about the changes in the amino acids at the S1 site. You've not heard of anything yet. At the S2 site, there's acquisition of 12 amino acids. More amino acids means more power. And therefore the virus has developed a certain form of sugar, a weapon.
And then that's ended up informing a predicted O-glycan sites, residues. Its functions are not known, but we predict that it cuts through the mucus
like an axe through a piece of wood.
To reveal target cells and then speed up infectivity. Other coronaviruses don't have that modification. So the binding process in other coronaviruses is not that straightforward. Sometimes they struggle and then they go off. In the end, they can't bind. But in a nutshell, coronavirus modification optimizes it for infectivity.
Indeed, like his siblings who set foot on the shores of the earth, mankind will, in the end, vanquish him. But that victory will forever go down as Pyrrhic. My name is Kwesi Deborah, and you just heard the story of the king with special crown, COVID-19.